I've been hired by Norwich City with the goal of making them the best team in the world. Because for the last 2 years they've been stuck in the Championship, they got battered by Leeds last season in the playoffs, and in the last 5 years they've suffered 2 relegations from the Premier League. So this definitely isn't going to be easy, especially when the board have made it very clear I can't spend any money on transfers. I'm not allowed to use the scout or youth academy either. I am only allowed to sign free agents. So here we go, ladies and gents, our journey with Norwich begins now, and this is the team we've inherited in Season 1. And honestly, it's a lot better than I thought it'd be. I mean, you've got Josh Sargent, you've got Borja Sainz, Marcelino Nunes, you've got a fair amount of quality there. Having said that, it's a pretty old team, isn't it? Look how many players are in their 30s or are very close to approaching it. We've also got 3 players currently all known to us, and Callum Doyle's going to be a nightmare because we can't sign him on a permanent deal, as we all know, because we're only allowed to sign free agents in this video. But we do have 11 million to spend on free agents, so it's not all that bad. Because this time there's no rules. I'm allowed to sign as many free agents as I want per season, and I'm allowed to sign any free agents I want as well. I want to create the most overpowered free agents team with Norwich City, and I fully believe I can do that. I mean, to be fair, once we sign the free agents with the players we've already got, we should be looking at automatic promotion. However, guys, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. We first need to make sure we're setting them up properly tactics wise, which is why I'm using the 4-3-3 attacking variation with a short passing build-up style and a high defensive line. This will make sense a little later. As for the player instructions, as you can see from how I got them set out, we're going to be a very attacking team. Our front 4 are going to be always up the pitch. We've got 2 box-to-box midfielders. Our wing-backs are going to be up and down, but our defenders are going to be stone-cold defenders. And as it stands, I believe this is our strongest team by a country mile. However, there's no way in hell I'm leaving it like this. And I don't even mean by signing free agents, because I've seen Jonathan Rowe currently out on loan to Marseille, who looks like a fantastic player. We're bringing him back, converting him to a right winger, then slotting him straight into the team. I'm also cutting all 3 of these loans very short, guys. It makes no sense to me to keep these guys for a year when we can't sign them next year. And that sucks, because Callum Doyle and Kaide Gordon would have been a fantastic addition to this team. But now that that's taken care of, guys, we've got 13 mil to spend on any free agent and as many free agents as we want. However, guys, I'm not going to go as wild as you might think, because there's some players in this team I really want to try and develop from the ground up. Our front 3 for starters, because I believe Rowe, Sargent and Sainz will turn into absolute world beaters if we just give them a couple of seasons. Marcelino Nunes is another one, and Amankwar Forsen is too. Both Nunes and him are showing great potential. I've got to at least give them a chance. The rest of this team, however, is fair game. If I see anybody better than them, they're defo getting replaced. And that's why my first signing is going to be Mexican centre-back Israel Reyes, mid-20s, 74 rated, and he's absolutely rapid as well. It sucks that he's only 5'10", but I think his pace in the long run will definitely make up for that. I'm also signing Jesus Angulo, 74 rated himself, mid-20s, fairly quick too, but he's 5'10" as well. Oh my god, we've got 2 centre-backs and neither of them are 6 foot. We're going to get annihilated in the air. But there they are, guys. They are now our new centre-back partnership, and to be fair, they're much better than our previous centre-backs. But the good news about them, guys, they're both absolutely rapid, which means our high defensive line will work, because even if they get caught off guard, they're still going to be able to catch them. But I'm not quite done yet, guys, because I'd like a better left back than Ben Crisene. I mean, he's decent, don't get me wrong, but I'd like to push for promotion this year, and with him in the team, I don't think we'll be able to. But with the player we've just signed, I definitely feel like promotion is now on the cards. As we've just signed Jesus Gallardo, I know he's only 30, but he's a fantastic left back, and he's a short-term solution, guys, to a long-term problem. But these 3 players are the only signings we're going to make in Season 1, guys. I don't want to get ahead of myself and signing too many players that aren't going to be with us for too long. I mean, Reyes and Angelo will definitely be with us for quite some time, but Gallardo's got a max of 3 years left in him, guys, which means until that Gallardo's got a maximum of 3 years in him, guys, which means in those 3 seasons we're going to have to be on a constant lookout for his replacement. But just because I'm done signing players doesn't mean I'm done in the transfer window, as all of these players are going out on loan. Some of these guys have got decent potential, some of them I'm just trying to get out of the way so that the other players in the team I want to get game time actually do get game time. But guys, I'm still not done. I did say I was going to convert Rowe to become a right winger. His training's done. Let's see what... Oh my god, 74 rated. That's fantastic. And I've done the exact same with Sainz. Is he going to go up as well? Oh, that's amazing, man. We've got a front 4 of absolute studs up top. I mean, look at this team now, guys. I'm not being funny. We've absolutely got to be in line for promotion. At the very least, we got to make the playoffs. But what's more important to me than promotion is these players having a great season when it comes to development. Because even if we have a stinker in season 1 of the championship, if these players have all significantly improved, that sets us up really nicely for season 2. But as season 1 draws to an end, I mean, they've done exactly as I've asked, haven't they? Look at the state of these ratings, man. This season, they've balled out. Sargent and Anglo, 77 rated. Reyes, 78. Sains in row, 79 overall. The one thing I wish he'd had back into career mode is seeing how much they've improved by each season, man. That's the one thing it's missing. But just look at this team on paper, man. It looks even better as a starting 11. Don't get me wrong, I know there's still weaknesses, but for season 1, this is phenomenal. And to be fair, the stats aren't bad either. Josh Sargent with 27 goal contributions, 17 for Sains, 14 and 4 for Ashley Barnes. Why is he getting so much game time? It's safe to say this team's had a good season 1 on paper, but how have they actually done in the championship? I can't believe it. We've won the championship in our first attempt by 5 freaking points. Oh my god. I mean, we've got work to do next year to make sure we aren't relegation fodder, but this is fantastic. We even made it to round 5 of the FA Cup. I mean, granted, we had a stinker in the Carabao Cup, but honestly, I do not care. Because this team, in its first attempt, is promoted to the Premier League, man. I'm buzzing with that, guys. But this does mean we can have a tough season too. Because we're now going to be competing with the big boys of England. City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Villa, United. I know we've got a good team, but it's not quite Premier League level just yet. That free agents list next year needs to come in clutch. Saying that, though, I'm forgetting something, aren't I? We've got no rules. We can literally sign whoever we see on this free agents list and however many we see on this free agents list as well. So honestly, I'm not too fussed about season 2. We just need luck to be on our side and we are set. And really quickly, whilst I've got your attention, if you're enjoying this free agents rebuild with Norwich City, drop this vid a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. But back to the video, guys. We've just arrived into season 2 and we are officially back in the Prem. But now it's my job to keep them there, as we've got 51 million to spend on any and however many free agents we want. And when you look at the team, guys, it doesn't really take a genius to figure out who I'm trying to replace. Firstly, I'm after a new keeper because Angus Gunn is almost 30. He's only 75 rated. I don't see him growing too much more. There's Emiliano Marcondes. I mean, this one's obvious, isn't it, really? 71 rated in the Prem. He wouldn't stand a chance. I want to replace Forson if I can. I mean, I know that's harsh because he's only 22, but again, will he do well in the Premier League? I don't think so. And this one might shock some of you guys, but I want to replace Gallardo as well. I mean, he's 30, 75 rated. If I can find someone better than him, you better believe I'm going to sign them. But those are the positions I'm looking to replace, so the only thing left to do is get searching on that free agents list. And we're starting off very well, guys, as I found Lorenzo Duarte, a 19-year-old keeper who's 75 overall already. I mean, he's 10 years younger than Angus Gunn and already as good as him. I feel like we send Angus Gunn out on loan this year, sign Duarte on a permanent deal, give him a shot and see what he can do. I've also spotted Arat Sanchez, who looks like a great player for the future. And it's the exact same situation. He's 10 years younger than Jack Stacey and he's just as good as he. So it looks like Stacey's going out on loan for a couple of years while Sanchez takes his spot in the team. Now looking at the team now, it obviously doesn't look any better, but long term, guys, in 2 or 3 years time, Sanchez and Duarte may just become 2 of our strongest players. But unfortunately, the cam roll is where we've come unstuck, guys. I'm looking through the cams on the free agents list and there's nobody really that are decent. I mean, we could sign Ivan Tapia, but he's only 73 overall, man. That's not good enough. I think my best chance really is looking at left mids, left wingers, right mids, right wingers, seeing if I can convert any players to a cam that are decent enough and then go from there. But guys, I'm not joking you when I say this. We have just signed the greatest player of all time, as we've just bought Lionel Messi for absolutely nothing. I'm not joking. It says right there he's a free agent. I cannot believe we've just been able to sign Messi, and the best thing is we'll probably be able to convert him to a cam roll. I can't believe it, guys. We actually can. It'll take 2 weeks as well. Ladies and gents, we're set for that cam roll for at least a year or 2 now. In the meantime, whilst he's training to be a cam, I'm loaning Jack Stacey and Gunn out. I don't know why Duffy's on the transfer list. I never put him there. And I will also be looking for a left back, which, as you can see, isn't exactly going my way at the minute. But the good news is, guys, Stacey and Gunn have both been loaned out, and Lionel Messi's training to become a cam is complete as he's going to go up in overall 87. We're on a roll for position relegation chains overall boosts, aren't we? And with Messi in the team now, guys, that really does raise our chances of survival, doesn't it? Because if we're being real, this free agents list has really let me down, man. Because aside from signing Lionel Messi, the two other players we actually signed are a massive risk because they're not even Premier League level yet. It's going to be interesting to see how this team gets on. I don't think we'll be relegated, but it's definitely going to be close. But guys, as we arrive at the end of Season 2, I don't think it is at all, because look at some of the ratings of our players. Duarte's 81 rated, Reyes 82, Rowe 83, Sainz and Messi 84. And on paper, it actually looks pretty damn decent. The improvement this year, guys, has been nothing short of amazing. And the stats don't look bad at all either. Something tells me this year we weren't in a relegation scrap. And as it turns out, we were nowhere near one. We were top 10 as a newly promoted team. And only 9 points away from European football. That has to be next year's target. We unfortunately didn't do that well in the FA Cup this time though. Stoke knocked us out straight away. But we smashed it in the Carabao Cup. We made the quarters before City knocked us out. But guys, if we're being real, this Norwich City team is in a phenomenal place right now. Granted, one of our best players is indeed our oldest in Messi. But if you look at the average age of our highest rated players, they're all pretty damn young still, which means they've still got so much time to progress. So even if next year this free agents list does not help us one little bit, it doesn't really matter all that much. But that doesn't mean I won't be looking, because we do need a better left back than Gallardo, and we definitely need to replace Messi soon, because whilst he is still 84 rated, I see him retiring either next year or the year after. But the fact that this team looks this good only 2 years in means we're doing a phenomenal job so far. But here we are, guys. It's a new season with Norwich City, and Lionel Messi is indeed retiring at the end of the season, so no matter what, we have to sign an attacking midfielder to replace him for next year. And to be honest, aside from Messi, we just need a better left back than Gallardo going forward, and we are actually pretty good. I mean, we don't even have depth issues really when you think about it. We've got decent quality to replace the quality on the starting 11. We just need this free agents list to throw us a bone by giving us a cam and a decent left back. And so far, so good, guys. Pedro da Silva, an attacking midfielder from Brazil. 1975 rated, got decent pace as well, can play on the wing as well. He's absolutely not up to Messi standards just yet, but give this guy time, because I reckon he's got a good future. I've also found Aiger Ponce, a 17-year-old left back from Spain. I mean, he's not as good as Gallardo just yet, so it's definitely a loan job, but I reckon in a couple of years' time, maybe even less time than that, he could be a great replacement. And there we go, both Da Silva and Ponce now play for us. But it's like I said, guys, it's a loan job, which is why Ponce, Da Silva, and a player called Oscar Schwartau are all going out on loan. And honestly, aside from that, guys, there's nothing else we can really do to this team. I mean, not only are players like Duarte, Angelo, Reyes, and Sanchez really holding their own and playing well, the actual core Norwich City players are growing insanely well, a lot better than I actually thought they would. So maybe at the end of this season, we see Norwich City go from 15th in the Premier League to top 6, where we get ourselves European football for next year. Okay, maybe not. We're 12th in the Prem this time. We dropped 2 places. To be fair, that's karma biting me in the backside. I got way too ahead of myself then. But we did make it to round 4 of the FA Cup this time. And we did the same in the Carabao Cup. But guys, something just isn't adding up here. This team finished inside the bottom half of the Premier League. I'm sorry, I know we've got weaknesses to sort out, but how on earth does that happen? Actually, looking through the stats, I know exactly how it happened. Our stats this year are absolutely abysmal. I mean, Jonathan Rowe is our best player this year, and he only got 19 goal contributions. There's more bad news as well. Pont isn't yet ready to come back off his loan move. And neither is Pedro da Silva, but with him, we've literally got no choice. Because as you know, Messi is indeed retiring at the end of this year, so Pedro da Silva next season needs to freaking step up. And so does this free agents list, because next year, we're not just settling for 1 or 2 signings. I'm going to go for as many decent free agent signings as humanly possible. Even if those players don't fit into this team, guys, I'm going to try and fill this bench up with more quality, because more is better than less. But one thing's for certain, guys, I want European football, whether that be the UCL, the Europa, or even the Conference League for that matter. Because frankly, guys, this team right now is far too good to not be competing in Europe. But guys, as we enter Season 4, as you know, Messi has retired. But I forgot one thing about career mode, and that is something called regen. signs. Because I've just signed Messi's regen, guys. 17-year-old German Maldonado, 80 overall already. I mean, I brought Pedro de Silva back thinking he would be needed, but it looks like he can go back out on loan for now. And there he is in the team, but do not think for a second that I'm done, guys. I meant what I said. I'm going ham in that free agents list this year, as I've just found a half-decent keeper for the future in Ezra Fox. 71 rated granted, but he's only 18. I reckon he's a loan job away from being a decent player. But this will be a big signing, guys. Finley Best, only 19, 78 rated. He's got great pace alongside dribbling, defending and physical stats. I think this is Kyle Walker's reject. But whether he is or he isn't, one thing's for certain, we found Gallardo's replacement. And I found yet another future baller, guys. Cameron Bolton, only 18, 74 rated. I mean, God, he's 5'9" though. I mean, with those stats for his age, I'm still going to sign him, but we are officially going to have the smallest back four in history. And there we are. Our bench isn't looking bad now with the addition of Bolton and Fox in it. And I'm much more confident in this team with this new back four, man. Best is going to turn into an absolute monster. But guys, I'm still not done. I did say I was going ham in that free agents list, which is why I'm signing Ivan Gill for a bit of squad depth. I've also found Yusuf Malah, who looks to be a decent squad player as well. I'm also signing both Serginho, a right winger from Portugal, and Giuseppe Queso, a left winger from Italy. Granted, neither of them are amazing players, but we literally don't have any squad depth for our wingers, so they'll do a job for now. And you know what, guys? I think that'll do for now. We've signed quite a few players in this transfer window. And some of these players, as you can see, are going straight back out on loan. And as you can see from the team, guys, it is definitely ready for the season ahead. But at this point, if we don't get top 6 football, I don't know where to go from here. This team should easily secure us European football. Guys, I genuinely can't believe this. We were 1 place off European football. Well, I think we are anyways. I'm not sure a 7th place gets you Conference League football. Honestly, I can't keep up with it. It's so inconsistent. But as for the FA Cup, we've dropped a stinker. West Brom knocked us out in round 3. And we only made it to round 2 of the Carabao Cup. But with how this team looks now, guys, I don't know where to go from here, man. How is this team not getting top 6 football? I mean, we wouldn't have even got 7th place if it wasn't for Bor Hussain's. Could it be the tactics where we're going wrong? Maybe they're not suited for the Premier League. I mean, to be fair with the ball, we're pretty damn attacking. Maybe that's where we're going wrong. Maybe when we're attacking, we're too exposed at the back. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring both of our full-backs back so that when we're actually being hit on the break, we've actually got a back 4. But other than that, I don't know what else to do. I don't even feel like it's worth looking for free agents next year because there's no way I'm going to find any that are going to fit into this team. But guys, I did end up looking anyway, and thankfully I did because I have found 1 free agent player that I can use for at least 1 or 2 years. And that player, ladies and gents, is Benjamin Pavard, 84 overall at 32 years old, and he's 6'1". We finally got a centre-back taller than 5'10". And as you can see, guys, he fits like a glove into this starting team. And before you say anything, I did look extensively for free agents. I looked for centre mids for Forsen. I looked for a better backup striker for Josh Sargent. And I looked for a centre-back for Angulo and actually found one in Benjamin Pavard. But as for Forsen and Sargent, I did unfortunately come up short, which means this is indeed the team going into the new season. And unfortunately, we've got no European football. As you can see, we're going through the Conference League, and out of all the teams in this league phase, we aren't one of them. So that's this team's objective this year, man. Get us top 6 football at the very least. And here we are at the end of the season with the stats looking much better than last year. This is a good sign already. And the team itself is looking so much stronger. I swear, if we haven't got it this year, we never freaking will. But we've finally done it. We are 3rd in the Premier League. We've got guaranteed Champions League football next year. Honestly, at this point, I'd have settled for Europa or Conference League, but the fact we're jumping straight to the big boy competition is a massive dub. We also made the FA Cup final but got battered by Newcastle. Oh my god, that's not a good sign, is it? And we made it to round 4 of the Carabao Cup, just falling short to City. But guys, it's taken us long enough, half a decade to be exact, but this Norwich City team are finally in the Champions League. But trust me, I'm not getting ahead of myself. I know how hard this is going to be. I mean, look at the teams that we're going to be competing against. I mean, AC Milan and Arsenal finished 17th and 18th in the league phase. But on the other hand, RB RB Leipzig beat City 2-1 to win the Champions League, and I'm not being funny. If Leipzig can win it, we definitely can. I mean, we could do with this free agents list producing an absolute monster or two next year, but honestly, I'm not holding my breath on that one. I think going forward, we've got to put our faith in the team in front of us, because I don't see many signings actually fitting into the starting 11 straight away. But that doesn't mean for a second I can't find a couple of decent free agent players to sign, as the player entering our building right now is proof of that. As he is a 21-year-old, 80-rated keeper from Argentina showing great potential. I know that we've got decent keepers, but an 80-rated second choice one can't be bad. I've also spotted the next Virgil van Dijk and Calvin Backer, a 17-year-old centre-back who's 77 rated. And then there's Andreas Hahn, who looks like an absolute monster. I mean, his shooting's pants, but every other aspect of his game is legitimately on point, and he's only 21 years old. I don't think we've done bad in this transfer window, considering just how good our team actually is. I mean, let's be completely real, guys. We were never going to find a player to go into this team from the free agents list, but at the very least, we have boosted our bench a bit. And considering we're in the Champions League for the first time in Norwich, that can't be a bad thing, can it? Now, as for the Premier League, we could be a title contender, as after 3 games, we are top undefeated. But looking at the quality we got in the team, I don't know why that surprises me. We're good enough to compete for every single trophy on offer this year. And guys, I can't freaking believe this. We lost out on the Premier League title by 1 point. Honestly, at this point, I've just accepted I can't win the Premier League. And this game might have just shafted me out of winning the FA Cup, because as you can see, we beat Wolves 2-0, but Wolves have progressed to round 4 instead of us, so you know what? I'm counting that as us winning the FA Cup. But we definitely did not win the Carabao Cup. But there is a chance we could win the Champions League, as we finished 6th in the league phase. And we beat Sevilla 3-1, we beat Dortmund 2-0, and we've smashed Atalanta 5-2. We're playing PSG in the final. First time is a charm, but it is against PSG. That's one team we did not want to come up against, because that team is no joke. Look at that front three: Yeremy Pino, Haaland and Chukwueze. That is disgusting. I mean, yes, our stats are pretty decent this year, but I'm willing to bet Haaland, Pino and Chukwueze have done a bit better. But to be fair, I can't not just how good this team is. Oh, Thorson, you absolute moron. How are you going to get yourself suspended for the final? We do have Hahn who can go into a spot, and to be fair, for CDM, he's got centre midfielder stats. But as we enter the Champions League final, I've got to say I'm happy with what we've done, man. We brought Nunes to the final, Sargent, Sainz, and also Rowe, OG Norwich City players from Season 1. But in the 6 years I've been in charge of Norwich, we've only won the Championship, man. But we have a chance to change that right now, as all we got to do is beat PSG to lift the Champions League. Got PSG early with Diakite on the right-hand side. We've done well to... Oh, no, we haven't. Oh, bloody hell, that's good keeping. Bloody hell, defensive errors straight away. This is going to be a long game. Here we come there with Rowe. We're going to try and find Josh Sargent. We found him. Okay, we've got a little bit of company to deal with. Bloody hell. PSG's defenders are so good. We've got Malandudno on the ball, and he's blocked as well. But here we come. Sainz on the ball. Can we take out Hernandez? Yes, we have. Okay, Sainz has done really well there. Nunes is on the ball now. He's all alone. Okay, maybe he's not. Sargent is there. Can he put it away? And he has 25 minutes in. Josh Sargent puts us 1-0 up in the final. That play was gorgeous, man. It's ironic. We don't play counter-attacking football, but that was a beautiful counter-attack. But PSG aren't going to take that line down. That's good defending from Angulo. Here come PSG. Theo Hernandez on the ball on the left-hand side. He is absolutely happy with doing well to continue. Oh, that's beautiful defending. Good on you, lad. But here we come in the second half. We're off to a great start. We're on the counter-attack. Sainz is trying to cut inside. We found... Oh, hang on. We've got a bit of room to run into. Freaking hell. It wasn't a good enough shot. Sainz is on the ball once again. He's causing havoc down this left-hand side. He's going to try and cut in. Okay, Rowe's on the ball now. Let's take a dink from distance. Can we get a head on it? No, we can't. Sainz is on the ball. Okay, let's try have a run with Sainz. Get him behind. Yes, we've done... Oh, piss off, Theo Hernandez. Honestly, he's such a pain in the rear end, man. He's always there. Here come PSG, though. They are not giving up without a fight, especially with their front three forcing the save. Here comes Maldonado, though. Messi's regen. He's going to try and find that ball in behind. Is it too much? Why are their centre-backs quicker than our wingers? That, to me, doesn't make sense, man. What are these game mechanics? But here we go. Josh Sargent is there. That ball over is absolutely diabolical. But Sainz has picked up a loose ball. Oh, this could be it. This could be game over if we get this right. Josh Sargent, he takes the touch. Make sure 2-0. 8 minutes to go. Game over. I don't know what they were playing at the back. A loose ball gives us an opportunity to double our scoreline, and that's exactly what we did. And in the end, and the 2 goals we scored was enough to win the Champions League. We've beaten them 2-0 on the night. We've made Norwich City, with free agents only, the world's best team. And fair play to Norwich City, because their team has cracked 4 out of the 11 players from Season 1 made it to the final. That shows you how good they are, and it would have been 5 if Forson didn't get suspended. And as we lift an invisible trophy still, because EA can't get their game right, we have officially made Norwich City the Champions League winners. And that means my job with Norwich is done. If you have enjoyed this video, want to see more content like this, drop this vid a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. And whilst you're still here, you may as well click this video right here, because YouTube recommends you to watch it.